It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the Appalachian State Mountaineers assistant men's basketball coach, Coach Franklin Young. How are you doing today?
Doing good, Brandon. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to start coaching in college basketball?
I actually didn't always want to coach basketball. I was working for the state of Florida and getting my master's. And once I completed that and completed my pro career overseas, I started to miss the game and was calling some friends that were already in the business of coaching and gave them a call to get some insight from them and decided to give it a go. And so I had the opportunity to coach at West Virginia Wesley in 2013 to get my college career started, and been coaching ever since.
Of course, what was it like playing for West Virginia?
It was a great experience. I really enjoyed Morgantown. I enjoyed my time there. Enjoyed playing for a great coach in John Beeline. Had a lot of success there, so that made it even more fun. Going to the Sweet 16, Elite Eight, and winning the NIT championship. So it was a fun experience. I really enjoyed it.
Of course, what was that experience like going to the Elite Eight, and what was it like getting to put on that West Virginia jersey?
It was a great experience. Just spending that extra time with my teammates and the camaraderie that we had together, and just winning those tough games, being on that big stage, playing on the national TV in front of such a big audience was a lot of fun. So it was great memories.
Of course, coming out of college, what was it like playing for 5 seasons in the professional basketball?
It was great. Great experience. Getting to see different parts of the world, different countries, learning from different coaches, different coaching styles, trying different foods and taking in different cultures. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I was blessed enough to be able to play for 5 years over there, and it was a lot of fun. And again, lifelong memories that basketball afforded to me.
Of course, after your professional career, what was it like getting your first role in the college basketball as a director of operations at North Florida?
Going from West Virginia Weddings to North Florida it was a transition. It was a good transition. Working for Matthew Driscoll was a lot of fun. I learned a lot from him. He's a great coach, and he thing he does the best is just player development and the relationships that he has with his players. And so learned a lot from him on just the day-to-day of how to run a program, how to interact with your players, how to care for them on and off the court. So I really enjoyed my time in North Florida.
Of course, how was it like becoming the assistant coach for West Virginia Wesley?
It was so how I became that was I called my college teammate Patrick Beeline, who is the son of my college coach John Beeline, and he said he needed an assistant, and I decided to make the jump and jump into the college ranks. So I joined him for one season. We had a lot of success there, won 20 games, and won a game in the conference tournament. So that was a very successful first year coaching for me.
Of course, after leaving Wesley, West Virginia, what was it like going to the Preston under Coach Dustin?
Going to Presbyterian was a great transition for me. Working for Coach Kearns. He's another great coach. I've been lucky to work with great coaches throughout my career. And when he got the job, he called me and asked me if I wanted to join his staff. and I was elated to join his staff. He's a great coach. He is big on culture and building those relationships with players and spending time with them. So we've been together. This is our 6th year together, and our 2 years at Presbyterian were great. Turning that program around was a lot of work, but it was very rewarding. Just seeing all the work that those players put in and how they helped turn that program around. In our 2nd year, we won over 20 games and went to the postseason playing in the CIT. And so that was a great 2 years together there.
Of course, what were some of your accomplishments at Presley?
Some accomplishments.
Mhm.
So we took over a program that had 10 straight losing seasons. And so one accomplishment was having a winning season in our 2nd year. We had 2 all-conference players. We had a freshman of the year, an all-freshman player. And so we were able to turn on a program that didn't have a large history of winning and won a lot of games in our 2nd year.
Of course, how was it like following Coach Dustin to come to Appalachian State?
That was great. Having the opportunity to follow Coach Kearns here to Appalachian State was a great honor. The town and the community of Boone is something special. It's a place that we really enjoy being a part of every single day. The support for athletics is amazing. They really love their App State athletics. And so we get a lot of support from the community, from the athletic department. And so we're really enjoying our time here.
What was it like getting to come coach at Appalachian State and getting to coach in Boone, North Carolina?
It's been great. Coaching here is it's a blessing to come walk into work every day at the Holmes Arena. It's a place that is very special. We got a great home court advantage there. We got a great team, great culture, and so it's a place that we enjoy working every day. Being able to work in the mountains and beautiful scenery, beautiful weather, especially this time of year, it's a great experience.
Of course, in 2019, what was it like taking Appalachian to a winning team?
That was a lot of fun. Taking over a program again, took over another program that had 8 straight losing seasons, and having a winning record in our first year at Appalachian State was special for us to be able to turn that around and build the program up to what we built it to now. But it just took a lot of work, and we always talk about trusting the process, take the stairs, which is the team motto that Coach Kearns came up with. And so we just embrace that process every day, and it's allowed us to have the success that we've had here so far.
Of course, in year 2 in 2020, what was it like taking them to the conference and winning the conference in the Sun Belt?
That was a great experience. I've been to the NCAA tournament as a player and went as director of operations at University of North Florida, but it's a special feeling to go there as a coach and really be a part of everything that you do every day to prepare your players for that moment. And so it was just an exciting time to be a part of that, and just seeing all the joy on their faces to be able to embrace that moment and enjoy it and celebrate it together. It was a lot of fun.
Of course, as you talked about going as a player, what was it like now going as a coach, now that you had that experience as a player?
I think it's more rewarding as a coach because you're coaching those guys to put them in the best position possible to be ready for that moment. And so when our guys stepped up and were ready for that moment and accepted the challenge and were able to step up on that ladder and cut down the nets, that was a great moment for us as a coaching staff to see the joy on their faces to win that championship.
Of course, playing in the Sun Belt, who are some of the teams that you face each week in your conference?
I'm sorry?
Playing in the Sun Belt, who are some of the teams that you face each week in your conference?
Some of the teams are Coastal Carolina, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, Troy, South Alabama, Louisiana Lafayette, Louisiana Monroe, Texas State, Arkansas State, and then we've added added 4 teams in Old Dominion, Southern Miss, James Madison, and Marshall.
Of course, what is that like adding those teams such as James Madison and Marshall?
Well, it doesn't make life any easier as a coach, I'll tell you that. Those are all 4 programs that are added are very good programs. They've had a lot of success. They have history of winning. And so it just makes the Sun Belt that much better. And it's moving us up the conference ranks as far as quality of play and quality of competition. So we're in for 4 more battles against 4 very good programs.
Of course, how is it like obviously traveling to Coastal Carolina and playing them?
It's always tough going to Coastal. Making that bus ride there, it's always a hostile environment. They're an in-conference rival, and so every game's going to be a battle with them, and we know that, especially going there on the road. And so we're always prepared to go there and go in for a battle for 40 minutes.
Of course, what is the game day atmosphere like at home?
Game day atmosphere is great. We got a great student section, great support. I think we have the best student section in the conference. They really show up. They really show support. They get loud, and they give us a great home court advantage in the Holmes Arena. So it's very exciting and it gets loud and gets rowdy in there. So it's a very exciting atmosphere to play at the Holmes Arena.
Of course, as a coach, what is it like standing on the court of the Holmes Arena?
It's a special feeling to coach in the Holmes Arena. It's a lot of fun, but just seeing the fans and seeing them, take in the game, it's a great experience being there.
Of course, can you talk about the winning culture that you've helped build and the championship culture that you've helped build upon?
Yeah, so the culture here at App State is special. It's all about appreciation. It's all about toughness, and it's all about family and togetherness. And those are the things that have helped us win games. Because without a strong culture, it's hard to win games. And so we've been able to uphold our strong culture within the locker room. Guys know what we're all about day in and day out, on the court and off the court. And so we've been able to uphold that culture and keep it together for going on 4 years now.
Of course, what does the recruitment process look like for those prospective student athletes looking to come to Appalachian State?
Well, the first thing we look for is talent. Are they talented enough for what we're looking for in that particular position? And then after that, we talk to their parents, we talk to their coaches, we have a lot of conversations with them, just making sure that they're the right fit for us. There are a lot of talented players for us out there, but they're not every player is a great fit for Appalachian State, and that's okay. So we look for players that are talented, but also fit what we're looking for personality-wise, work ethic-wise, and things like that.
Of course, during the official visit, what does that process look like for prospective student athletes coming to Boone, North Carolina to visit App State?
Yeah, so we let them meet a lot of people on campus. We let them spend time with our players. We let them watch a workout. They'll watch a weight session. We'll take them out for some meals and spend some time with them. If they come in during a football game, then we'll go to a football game during that weekend. And, they'll meet a lot of people on campus, administrators, maybe a professor. And that's about it.
Of course, how does it feel as a coach to see those players put on that App State black and gold jersey on the official visit?
I think it's pretty cool. All the recruits like to do photo shoots, and so seeing them in those uniforms and seeing that they could be playing for us in the black and gold is a cool experience to envision that while they're taking those pictures. So it's cool to kind of sit back and watch them take those pictures and really think and look ahead that, hey, we could be coaching this guy one day.
Of course, what are some of the things that while on the road you're looking at tournaments?
So we're looking at how they interact with their teammates. We obviously are always looking for the talent, but we look for the ins and outs of the prospective athlete as well. So how do they interact with their teammates? How do they talk to their coaches? how did they react to coaching from their coaches? Sometimes we look at how they react when they play a bad game. They're not going to play a good game every single time. So how do they react after a bad game? We look at all those factors. So all those factors are very important when we're looking at recruits.
Of course, what is that like going to those non-conference games and playing some teams around your area like UNC, NC State, ECU?
All those games are fun. So we played Duke in North Carolina last year. Those are both great experiences to go play there. A lot of fun, rowdy atmospheres, and just going into two gyms that have a lot of history within them was a special experience. To take some pictures with the guys and being able to coach in those special venues was a lot of fun, and just able to compete in such a historic courts.
Of course, as a coach, what are some of the things that you learned while competing against those teams such as Carolina and Duke, being such a historic programs?
You just learn, you kind of learn a lot about your team playing on the road that early in the season. You learn your level of toughness, things that you need to work on, things that you're good at that moment. And so you learn a lot just about your team and how they can handle such a hostile environment and have the success that you're looking to have on the road.
What are some of your future plans for the program moving forward?
Continue to compete for championships year in and year out. Our goal every year is to try to get better every single day and put ourselves in the best position possible to compete for championships. We're a process-oriented program, and so we're a program that is focused on the process of improving every single day. And so we're not focused on the goal of winning a championship, but we're focused on the process of what it takes to get there. And so those are our goals every single year. Keep building this program to be one of the best programs in the country.
What advice would you give those high school athletes that are looking to become college basketball players?
My advice would just be continue working. Put your work in the gym, work every single day, and listen to your coaches. Listen to the people around you that are giving you good advice. But continue working. We always tell recruits and tell our players that if your goal is to be a professional, there's no special drill that you can do to get to the pros. It just takes simple, old-fashioned hard work. And so continue working and to reach your dreams.
Of course, as a coach, what is it like obviously seeing those players obviously make their dreams and going to the NBA?
That's one of the things we enjoy most as coaches is seeing our guys meet their dreams and being able to go play professional basketball. Because you see the work they put in over the years, and you see that all that hard work has paid off. And so that's something that we're very proud of. Whenever we see one of our guys call us or text us and tell us that they're signing that contract, we're more excited than them almost. So it's a great moment for us as coaches.
What advice would you give those college basketball players looking to play in the NBA or even overseas?
I'm sorry?
What advice would you give those college basketball players looking to play overseas or in the NBA?
Kind of the same advice. First advice is keep working. Once you sign that contract, the work is just beginning. Keep working, keep putting the work in, manage your money well. I think that's a big thing with professional players is not managing their money well. So, manage your money well, and just focus on the task at hand. And that's just being the best professional that you can be.
What advice would you give future college coaches looking to get started in coaching and getting started in the industry of college coaching?
I think just continue to build your network, get to know people, go to different clinics, different workshops, different things like that, just to get your name out there, to continue meeting people. Some of the best advice I've received in this business is, you may know people, but do they know you? And so, get out there and make sure that people know you and are aware of you, and, be willing to make the sacrifice. And don't get into college coaching for the money, because the money may never come. It may come, and if it comes, it may be down the road. So, get into the business for the right reasons, to want to help kids and help mold them, and just stick with your dreams.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media along with Appalachian State's men's basketball program at?
So on Twitter, Coach Young 21. Our App State is App State MBB, and also on Instagram is Coach Young 21, and the same tag for App State men's basketball is App State MBB.
Thank you again, Coach Franklin Young, for your interview, and best of luck in your future as you begin this upcoming season at Appalachian State.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Coach Franklin Young, for your interview, and best of luck in your future at Appalachian State.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.